Welcome everyone to the Power Core Podcast, where we discuss, review, and fanboy over anything and everything Marvel Strike Force. Now, get ready for two of the most mediocre gamers in the cosmos. It's your hosts, Hebrew Hammer and the Irishman.
What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 5 of the Power Core Podcast. This is Hebrew Hammer, and I am with my co-host, as always, the Irishman.
Hey, everyone.
We got a decently sized episode today. This time, I am pretty sure we are going to keep it around 30 minutes. So, Irish, why don't you go ahead and let us know what's on the docket for today.
All right. Well, for today, we got some news. The DP raid, or Deadpool raid, ends this weekend. It got extended.
Yeah.
So, all the people that barely, right there at the edge of getting Deadpool, hopefully they'll be able to get them by the end of this next weekend.
Yeah.
Then we've got Shield Double Shards events, and then getting people ready for the Shield event. We're going to discuss the potential of a new raid, and we're going to go into a character deep dive of Doctor Strange, and then we'll end it with our question of the day.
All right. So I guess the first one you said was, the DP raid this weekend.
Yes,
today.
yeah. So they extended it,
yeah,
and they've given us another weekend. So hopefully everyone is collecting as many chimichangas as they can. That way we can get ready to. Hopefully people can either get up to that 4-star or 5-star that they're close to, and I don't know anyone that is getting them up to 6 stars.
Oh, I think it'd be pretty much impossible.
Yeah.
I don't think
unless you're like number oneing the Deadpool rating.
Yeah, I guess that's not true. Actually, if you since like the beginning, if you've been
number
completing
one
it,
and it's 60% completion.
Well, no, I mean like if you've been completing it, even if you were number one and completing it in 60%, I don't think you'd have enough. If you were 100%ing it though, you probably have.
You think
yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so hopefully everyone gets them to where they want them, and then and Deadpool event will be completed.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna miss it, but I feel like I'm already on borrow time anyways. At this point, like I'm not how should I say, like super thankful that it's another weekend.
Yeah, no, I was scrambling for last weekend, and I managed to pull it off and get them up to 5 stars.
Yeah, now that we have them at 5 stars, I know that this is all just like a little extra.
So I gotta ask, where'd your Deadpool end up as far as power level is concerned?
Oh, where is he right now?
Yeah, do you have him pulled up?
He is. I think he's still is what he was last week. I think he is 12.5. So
12.5. Oh,
got up
that's
a little
nice.
bit. Yeah.
Okay.
What's yours at?
Mine's at
18.6.
18.6. Yeah, Gamora just passed him, but he will be my first Gear 10 character.
Oh, you don't have a Gear 10 yet?
No, I don't have a Gear 10 yet. You don't have to, rub it in there, buddy. So, waiting for those advanced phosphates. But one thing that is cool about Deadpool, which I don't know if anyone else has looked into, is that his gear and his items are super cheap.
Yeah.
And he only, at Gear 9, he's got 2 blue gears and a green, which I don't know anyone else that has that.
Wolverine.
Wolverine has something similar?
Wolverine's pretty cheap usually. 2 greens. And I think it might just be just those 2 greens. Yeah, 2 greens.
Yeah. So Deadpool will more than likely be my first Gear 10 simply because
it's so easy.
He's so easy to get it there. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. I just gotta wait for advanced phosphates and those. I forget what they're called. What are they called? Advanced omnium ore.
Oh yeah.
I need 2 more of those, and I need. Let me see. Need 2 more of those, and then I need 2 more advanced phosphates.
Yeah, the advanced phosphates, those suck even more than the advanced catalysts to get because
really.
I mean,
now because the supply store always has advanced catalysts.
Yeah, and you can always, but even then, like you could always at least kind of farm advanced catalysts from the challenge.
Phosphates
you can't.
I'm not anywhere near getting a phosphate node.
There's only one, and I think it's 3.9 on Cosmic because the other ones are unreachable because of level restrictions.
Yeah, 3.9 and then Nexus 7.5.
Yeah, so you can't get to 7 yet.
Man.
So
yeah. So hopefully.
And like it's so hard to get up to 3.9.
Yeah. No. I've. It's funny. I've given up multiple times, right? And then I'm like, I level up my guys, and I come back, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take down this node, and then it's just deja vu all over again.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, like maybe I need to get my guys past, everyone past 18K, and then maybe I'll come back.
Yeah, it is funny whenever I like walk back in there. I'm like, I'm ready now. I'm gonna get him this time. Like, it's been a while since I've tried this node. Guys are all powered up, ready to go, and then I get my ass handed to me. I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, I've been there.
So. But yeah, all right. Well,
but yeah, I ended Deadpool with 18.6K, 5 stars. I'm a happy camper.
Yeah.
I just, I'm looking forward to the next event where
how
I can
many
get.
excess shards do you have right now?
I have 12. So.
Ooh, sitting at a
You
nice
don't have to rub it in
34.
every single time I bring him up. Let me enjoy my Deadpool. Okay. Like he's my boy, and I will say, like, he is a monster. Like his execute is insane. It's come in clutch for me so many times. Like it's
I think I like
ridiculous.
Cable better, but I mean he is a monster.
Oh, I mean I love Cable. I've got Cable up to 8.9 right now.
Yeah.
He's my highest blaster.
8.9.
Yeah. 8.9K.
Yeah, you don't have him coupled up with him up at the top.
No. My A team. I guess I'll just let people know what my A team is right now. Got Gamora at 18.8. I've got Deadpool at 18.6. Yondu at 17.3. Thanos at 16.4. And then Captain America at 15.6. And the only reason I haven't upgraded Cap is because all his, the abilities that I can upgrade are all catered towards Avengers. And I'm just like, so I'm kind of holding out, but I am going to upgrade him here soon to bring him in line with everyone else.
I feel bad that you're not upgrading that Cable with.
Cable will be on my B team. Don't worry.
But yeah, you're separating them though. There's so much synergy there.
There's they're supposed to be together.
Well, I mean, yeah, but even like they're skill wise, like they go really well together.
And with Cable, I've got him with paired with Wolverine, and so he does get that mutant passive, which is nice. So that's come in clutch a couple times. Yeah, I'd love to get Cable up there, but with the meta that's current, that I'm currently stuck in, I haven't seen an opportunity to get rid of one of my tanks, which I'd like to do, but it's just, man, having both those tanks, that Thanos and that Cap together, it just I feel like an unstoppable force. It feels great. So
the team that I run with Captain, I just have Captain alone, and I feel like he suffices pretty well.
Really?
Yeah, I have Thanos and Drax together, but that's kind of out of convenience, not necessity. So even then, I could probably bump one down.
So yeah, I've got Thanos. I've got him set in the middle, and then I've got Gamora and Yondu behind him. So if I do get an execute on Thanos, which happens way too often, like. It's like you said before, where it's like you don't see Thanos, a protector, getting executes off, but for some reason I've been getting them off, and that energy dispersal is nice, and I'm just like, okay, like I'll take it.
Yeah, that is surprising. I think that's kind of ends up being a little more luck than anything else.
Yeah, I mean I'm playing the RNG game. You know, so. But
because the guy,
we're all playing the RNG.
Yeah, because just whenever it comes to damage being dealt out, he's one of the smaller damages being dealt out.
But that's the thing. So I looked up his stats. He actually has more. Thanos has more base damage than Gamora.
Yeah, but it's all about
Gamora
the multiplier.
Has the offense up, right?
Yeah, well, it's also about the multiplier. All of their abilities have multipliers on them.
Explain it. Explain it to everyone. What are you talking about?
Well, their abilities. Whenever you click on them, right? Where is this one? There we go.
You're talking about the percentage?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying even with that. So we'll compare Gamora's ultimate, which I mean that is a monstrous ability. I've got it maxed out at 370% damage right now, and then Thanos. I think it's Brutal Assault.
Actually, we should probably go into this one on another episode.
Well, probably.
We are going to get way off topic already.
Yeah. Well, let me just complete my thought here real quick.
After I already said that it's going to be a short episode. On the news still.
But yeah, no, Thanos' his multiplier is 300%. So
for what?
For his no, this is for his Brutal Assault, which is his taunt.
Okay.
I think that's his most powerful ability.
Yeah.
So
I think
no, it is.
Out of his
It is.
kit, yeah.
So I mean, you're looking at a 70% difference on the multiplier, but the base damage is still a little slightly higher than Gamora's, but he doesn't get the offense up. But for a protector, I feel like he does a lot of damage.
I mean, he might be one of the higher damaging protectors.
Yeah.
I feel like Drax hits harder. That's
Really
speculative, but yeah. Anyway, we'll have to go.
I don't have Drax upgraded to the level of Thanos either. So
we'll have to go into it on another episode.
maybe that's something we can talk about. Just analyze power levels and get kind of a grasp of everything.
Yeah, maybe we can do that next episode.
Yeah, I'm down.
Because I think it's funny that we already transitioned off of the Deadpool raid to analyzing Protector's power levels. Anyways, okay.
But Deadpool raid ends this weekend, so get all your shards in as much as possible. Yeah. And then so the next thing was on the 12th and the 18th, which the 12th has already passed, but on the 18th they're doing double shield shards on campaign nodes, correct?
Which I feel like
it kind of blew by really quickly.
I feel like this is all just a ploy to get you to spend more energy on these, because I feel like I get the same amount of drops.
I literally did Hawkeye twice, 2 days in a row, and I didn't get any of them.
Exactly. I feel like they lower the rate, and so you end up with about the same. Yeah, that's what you would normally get.
You think they're doing the classic where it's like the example that I was taught was a grocery store. They'll raise the prices, and then they'll say on sale. Like they'll raise the prices for 1 week, and then they'll go on sale the next week. But it just takes it back down to the regular price. Yeah. So exactly. Whether or not they're doing that, I don't want to get into conspiracy theory, areas. But the way the RNG is playing out, it is not very rewarding for the Shield characters that I'm trying to get, which is mainly Hawkeye right now. I don't know any other Shield characters that I really want.
Drop rate I feel like in this game is particularly bad, but it could be argued that that's for longevity's sake of the game. Always gives you something to work towards. That way you don't get it all quickly at the beginning of the game. Yeah. But still, it's just like whenever it doesn't feel good to farm something over and over again and not get any of it,
Yeah. Well, of course,
I'd rather have like a ridiculously high number of shards needed, but always like get something, a small amount each time, just to make it feel like I'm getting something. Yeah. But anyways, So make sure on the 18th that you guys are doing, taking advantage of that, because it'll pass by real quick. Yeah. Hopefully you guys don't have my luck. Maybe it's just my luck that's terrible. Probably is.
I have noticed your luck is pretty terrible.
Yeah, my luck is pretty terrible whenever it comes to the game. So. But, all right, well then, next section.
So the next section is the Shield event. All right, so we'll kind of go into depth. I mean, it's a pretty shallow pool, but... the Shield event takes place on the 17th to the 24th. This is your opportunity to get as many Ironman shards as you can, unless you've got 5-star Shield characters that are fully, leveled up to maybe 15k. I don't know. You're not going to get Ironman. But these events, they are designed for longevity's sake, so they're going to come back. They did this event during the beta, from my understanding, and so they're just kind of cycling it back through. What do you think the time span is between these kind of events? Do you think it's going to be like 2 or 3 months? Or do you think it's going to be shorter than that?
I think we're looking at like month and a half to 2 months.
Month and a half to 2 months.
Yeah, which I think is okay, because these are the events where they're basically giving you a free character. By the time that you complete all of this event, you should be having a full 7-starred character. At least if that's how they do it in Star Wars. So there's certain characters that have specific events.
310, that's the equivalent to 7 stars?
No, the equivalent to 310 is
5 stars.
5 stars.
Oh, okay, okay.
But there's that's for you unlock him at the tier 5,
and then you collect more and more.
Right, there's 7 events for him.
And if you've got all the the battles maxed out, then you can just auto win whenever those events come back around. right?
Usually it's going to be like once you complete it, it's done. You can't complete that one again.
Oh, you can't. It's not like
that's why by the time that you're done, it should be a full 7-star character.
Oh, really?
That's why. That's like how they do it with in Star Wars as well. Like for the Emperor, for instance, like you have to complete all of his event pieces, and then you have a full maxed out sharded character.
Oh, okay.
So it basically gives you a free character
at max,
and he's a powerful character.
Yeah.
But you have to, prove your worth in order to get it. So, which brings us to the point. In order to unlock him specifically, you are going to need the five shield agents at 5 stars each. So I've
been upgrading my garbage shield minions.
Yeah, I realized very quickly. I was like, I started doing the math on, all right, well, if I do this and I farm this, and how many days do I have till the event comes, and then I'll have enough, and I'm just like, all right, I'm just not going to be able to do it.
No. I'm under the impression where I think in order to get the event completed entirely, I think you're going to need, what would you call it? Non-minions, like actual, big character 5 stars.
I mean, it's preferable. I feel like you're going to end up using a couple minions, but
it'd be nice if I could get Hawkeye and Black Widow in there, and
that's for sure. I mean, I'm glad that I have. I mean, Hawkeye is one of the ones that I'm bringing up there. So it's 2 shield minions right now that I'm looking at having to use. Yeah, but and it's kind of a pain in the ass that I have to upgrade those, but I'm not super upset about it either. Yeah. But I mean, I know I'm not going to hit it. It'll probably be like another 4 months or so from now until the event comes. This particular event comes back around.
When everything's happening so quickly because of the movie releases. Yeah. That especially with Venom and then Spider-Man coming out later, or into the Spideyverse, whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. There's not going to be a lot of downtime. So.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, the next one that we're going to have like this is going to be the Rocket Raccoon event and stuff like that, which is probably going to be coming in like a month and a half or so, like I said.
And Rocket, that's a character that I really
I mean, both of these are great characers.
I want Iron Man, but Rocket has, a personal affinity to me.
He's super good, and I mean, he nukes hard, but he is squishy.
Well, I'm okay with that.
Ultra squishy, yeah.
I just need to finish off that Catalyst challenge. So
I'm so glad I'm done with that.
I'm so close to 3-starring the second to last one, and it literally every single time it one guy just randomly gets died. And I'm just like, really? These guys are full health. Attack those guys.
I swear to God, some of this is off topic, but that just kind of brought up in my head, and I had a PTSD flashback of it. I was in a blitz earlier today where I just lost 2 matches in a row, and the first one I just shouldn't have lost. Yeah. And I was just like, whatever, I just let it go. And then the next one, I was destroying the match, then I had some bad luck, and then it was all that was left was Hulk, and I had 2 people left at half health, and Hulk was almost dead. And then just came out of nowhere, he does his leap strike thing, right?
Hulk smash.
And he hits both my characters and executes them both out of nowhere, and I'm like, wait, what? And one of them was like Wolverine, and I swear he had a third of his life left still, and I was just like, how the fuck did this happen? Doesn't make any sense, but
that's too funny.
Yeah, RNG. But anyways, that's I'm hoping that in the next time around I'm gonna have enough for it. You can tell that they really want you to spend all the money that you have in order to get to enough of the starred people required. Yeah. But I don't know if I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not going to throw down $20 on Hawkeye. I don't think. Yeah, no. That is one of the better offers that I've seen.
If it was $10, I probably would have thrown down. But $20, I'm just like, man, I could buy a Black Panther Blu-ray with $20. It feels like a little. And he's not an A-list Like as far as like he's a god tier.
Yeah,
like,
he's
but I'm
great.
talking about as far as like his what would you call it? His
cool factor.
His cool factor.
Yeah.
His cool factor is kind of it's not he
at the end of the
hangs
day,
out on the farm and chops wood.
At the end of the day, he's a guy with a bow and arrow.
Yeah. Which I will say they did an amazing job in the first Avengers movie with him,
making
like,
him look relevant.
Yeah, like it was really good.
It's hard balancing out those characters that don't have powers with characters that do.
Yeah, no, and I thought they did an awesome job. And
anyone is going to look useless next to the god of thunder. If you're like a normal person, like I'm pretty acrobatic, so like I got that going for me.
But yeah, no, definitely. If it was $10, I would have thrown down on it. But $20, I'm just like, meh.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I feel like they keep it that way for a reason. It's just like,
that way people, they're in a way they're segregating the whales
like
from
they're trying to keep it as the
casuals.
minority of the people that are going to pay for it. I feel like.
So, but yeah, so that kind of wraps up the whole Shield event topic.
Yeah.
I think we should go to the character deep dive.
Yeah.
Cool. So this week is Doctor Strange. And obviously, if you've been playing the game, you will notice that Doctor Strange is a part of the Blitz.
Yep.
He does require 100 shards, which is frustrating, but
at least they give you shards this time for all the percentages. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because
last time they only did the top 3 percentages.
Although I do like the mega orbs though, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've gotten Jessica Jones twice on a mega orb, so it's not like.
Well, how should I say? I mean, I got Kingpin off mine once, so that was great. But it's more of the potential for a Black Widow.
You're like, I want a Black Widow.
Yeah, that's what I care about.
Yeah,
so I want her so bad.
But yeah, so Doctor Strange is our character deep dive, and let me go ahead and get his abilities pulled up real quick. And Doctor Strange is a really cool character. He is a hero, cosmic, and mystic, which is huge.
And especially as a support.
Yeah.
Being in there, like that's pretty good for having him in cosmic and mystic. That's going to be really good. So
you're definitely, if you've gotten him, you're definitely going to use him in those campaigns.
Yeah.
He's got great utility.
Mm-hmm.
He is the Sorcerer Supreme, a versatile healer with the ability to remove effects from friends and foes, which is huge. So let's go ahead and jump into his basic ability. So his basic is Bolt of Balthak. And what that consists of is at level 1, he attacks a primary target for 70% piercing damage. He has a 50% chance to apply offense down. This is unavoidable. So, hey, that's great.
Yeah. I mean, it means a blind can still get you, but at least evades and dodges like that. We don't have to worry about those. So.
Very cool. So, yeah. 70% piercing, 50% chance to apply offense down. Great to apply to characters like Gamora or Yondu or Crossbones.
Yeah, Yondu and Crossbones are the biggest ones. Except their focus seems to be pretty high, so it's hard to apply it. Even but his focus is really good. I'm sorry, their resistance seems to be high.
I was saying
sorry, his focus is really good though.
Really?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, once you max out Bolt of Balthak, his primary damage regarding the piercing goes from 70% to 150%, and then his offensive down is guaranteed at maxed out.
Yeah.
And I think that offense down guarantee, happens at level 45. So that's when you can permanently apply it. Let's go ahead and go to his special ability. His special ability takes 4 energy, and it's called Winds of Watum. And what it consists of, at level 1, is you apply 1 random negative effect against a primary target. 1 random negative effect against a primary target. And he has a 50% chance to flip up to 1 positive effect on each enemy to a negative effect. So let's dive into that real quick. So each enemy, you're talking about like just every enemy that has a positive effect on them, he has a 50% chance to flip it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then if the positive effect is not flipped, it is removed instead. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So so he can flip at level 1. He can flip each enemy to a negative effect, and if not, it removes that the positive effect. So if every enemy has a shield up, right, he can remove all those shields up. If he either removes them or he flips them into like shield down.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, it's really good. It makes him really good against people that have AoE buffs like Kingpin or Captain America or something like that. Luke Cage. Yeah, it makes him really good against people like that.
Wow. Okay. And it starts off available right off the bat.
Yeah.
So you can use that right out the gate, which I'm sure you're going to want to hold on to it and wait for those protectors or offense up people to apply those. Which that'd be cool. You get a who does offense up? Nick Fury. He does an offense up. Right?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of people that do offense up.
So if he did AoE offense up, and then you can just offense down the entire team, or basically remove it. That's awesome.
At least remove it.
Yeah. And then at level 6, he applies 2 random negative effects against the primary target, and then there's a 90% chance to flip all positive effects on each enemy to negative effects.
Yeah.
Man, that's actually
This
really
is the
awesome.
ability that you want to max first on him. It is
really
his best ability.
Yeah. Winds of Watum.
Yeah.
So, I love the name. It's great. So.
Yeah, incredibly powerful, but still.
Feels kind of niche,
Yeah, it's not like it's something that'll work against everyone. It's not going to be amazing against everyone, but it's going to be amazing against some really powerful people that are in the current meta.
Kingpins, Nick Furies,
and Captain America's.
Captain America's, yeah.
So
cool. All right, so let's go ahead and go to his ultimate ability, Book of the Vishanti. It comes out the gate with 3 energy. It requires 7 energy. What it consists of is at level 1, he revives a dead ally with 20% health, and then he heals 3 lowest health allies for 350 health and 10% of this character's max health, or his health, right? Mm-hmm. Which is a great heal right out the gate, but it does require 4 turns in order to get it off.
As it should. And realistically, it's going to take a couple of turns
before someone to die.
Anyways, yeah.
So you don't want to use it right off the bat anyways. And then once you max it out, this is when it gets real nasty. So you revive a dead ally with 40% health. So as far as I know, that is the highest revive with health in the game so far. So you revive them with 40% health. Then you heal all allies, all of them, including your spawn minions or summon minions, for 5,000 health.
Yeah.
Whoa, what? That's amazing. I'm sure that's going to come in clutch for a lot of matches, especially those long matches. And then the 10% stays the same. So as you level up your health on Doctor Strange, it will go up as well. So it'll scale with it. Yeah. But yeah, the Book of the Vishanti.
Yeah, very good ability. A few things that are kind of meh about it.
Let's get your thoughts, Hebrew.
Well, it's just that I wish that they would allow this. I'm not sure if it's been fixed or not. At least whenever it first came out, it was like this. I don't think that it's been changed. But if you revive someone, let's say you're in the raid, and you revive someone, once that match is over, that person's dead again.
Yeah, that seems like an oversight more than anything. But I know it was probably implemented that way. But it feels like
I feel like it's intentional.
If you revive someone, it should count.
I agree with you. I feel like it's intentional, but I feel like it shouldn't be.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But I feel like they did that.
No, I'm 110% behind that. I remember you talking about that when I first started playing the game.
Yeah, because if you self-revive,
it just doesn't make
sense.
It counts.
You stay and it counts.
But why does Doctor Strange's revive?
Exactly. It should be just a blanket revivals count.
It's not like it's not going to affect the fairness when you're going against other people.
No.
It just affects the campaign nodes.
Yeah.
So it's that doesn't make sense to me. Why?
And also,
he doesn't.
Another thing, and this is
stars
probably even more offensive, is if you die, if you use the revive in a campaign node, you won't 3-star it.
Is that? I thought that's what we were talking about right there.
Oh, I was talking about for the same reasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, once again, it just doesn't count at all. Whenever it comes down to totaling out what just happened, it just doesn't count that person lived.
Wait. Were you talking about the?
I was talking about the raid.
Wait, so that character, if they die and he revives them in the raid, that character will be considered dead on the next node. What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's wrong. That is just
unless they change that, which I don't think they have.
I'm telling you right now, Strike Force. Okay, that should
Get
not
your shit
happen.
together.
That is not right. That is a big nerf to Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
so.
I feel like that really does hurt. Like,
well, I mean, it kind of hurts his. And the raid is so. I mean, once you get it past a certain level, it's such a. What do you call it? I don't know. It's such a trivial thing to have incorporated into it.
Yeah.
Like it feels unnecessary. It feels like you're kind of taking away a little fun for
that's what it is.
The sake of very little balancing.
Yeah, I feel like you're taking away his viability.
Yeah, the trade-off is not equal. Like it's like you take away a ton of fun for an attempt at balancing the character. Like, and it's not like he's overpowered anyways. So it's. Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense to me. I think they need to fix that ASAP. I'm going to call it a bug because it just doesn't make sense to me. So,
right.
but
just
yeah,
like Quake's existence in this game is a
Quake
bug.
Quake is a bug. Okay, no, guys, I love Quake. She's on my B team, so I know I'm supposed to have her on my A team.
Wait, when did this stance change? You have always hated
her.
it
was because I felt vulnerable and I wasn't able to take on these people.
It's because you didn't have her
without her. Yeah,
okay.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to double down and farm Quake, and I farmed her, and I love her. She's great. Addition to the team. So I love her slow. It's great. And
the AoE slow is probably the most OP thing.
Yeah, no, it's super strong. Yeah. So and I love it paired with Cable because I can just keep people from ever doing anything. It's great. Yeah. So, but yeah. So, what were we talking about? We're talking about the ultimate.
We're talking about how it was broken and worked for a while.
And that is something that I'm sure if people complain on the forums of some sort,
people have.
Well, the thing is not a lot of people have Doctor Strange yet. So once a lot of people start getting Doctor Strange, and a lot of people start witnessing and realizing the glaring bug that is a part of his kit right now. I have full faith that Strike Force is going to fix that. So, but so we just have to make do for now.
Yeah.
Now let's go ahead and let's move on to his passive ability. His passive ability is called Master of the Arcane Arts. I can't think of a more fitting name. So, on his turn, he has a 10% chance to fill the lowest speed bar by 10%. I don't know how to gauge the strength of this at all. Well, let's go to the max level.
Yeah.
So, and then once you get it to level 4, it's a 20% chance to fill the speed bar by 30%.
Yeah.
But so I guess it's one of those aspects of the game that is hard for me to what's the word I'm trying to think of? Hard for me to kind of understand. Like I guess I don't pay attention to speed bars as much as I should right now, and so me gauging that, I have no idea what to make of it. So,
yeah, I mean, I think it is an overpowered. Yeah, it is an overpowered, and it is an underpowered. I think it's a very balanced move, and it's important, and it fills it by 30%. That's a pretty big chunk of a turn meter, especially for if it's like a
someone that's way behind
really slow
else.
Character or something like that,
like a Thor or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, granted, you probably wouldn't want it for, well, in some cases you would want it for your tanks. Sometimes you really like it. It could potentially screw you over a little bit if it's one of your tanks with a taunt.
With a taunt, yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, I would imagine most of the time it would be more helpful than potentially hurtful.
Detrimental, yeah.
So yeah, it's a good support ability is how I would quantify that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that wraps up Doctor Strange and all his abilities.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on Doctor Strange?
I mean, I really like him. I think that he is overall a really good champion. I wouldn't put him in like God tier or anything. I would put him in, like
demigod,
maybe a little bit lower,
A tier.
Yeah.
I think that's the agreed upon tiers is like you have God tier, you have demigod tier, and you have A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada.
I mean, there's so many different ways that I've seen it put, but yeah, I would say maybe
straddling demi and A.
Yeah, like
kind of thing.
Right in there because
he's not useless, but he's not. It seems like he's going to be good for the Cosmic campaign, the Mystic campaign.
If they fix the revive thing, I would put him in demigod.
Demigod, yeah.
But until that happens, that loses a lot of his viability to me.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate if you end the game. It's almost like it's a lie in a sense, right? Because you end the game or end the battle, right? And you're doing the Mystic campaign, and you pulled off a sweet revive on maybe you got 2 rounds, right? Of Doctor Strange's Book of Vishanti, ultimate ability, right?
Right.
And you revive 2 different characters, and so then you end the game with 5 full characters, a full roster.
Yeah,
and then you only have 1 star appear. Like it's almost it's conflicting information, and that alone should be kind of reason for worry.
Right, and that's why I'm saying I think revives just like as a blanket thing should always count. Like if they revive, if they revive
towards the grade,
right. For all intents and purposes, they are up.
Yeah,
they're back.
Until that becomes a problem, then I don't think they need to address it.
I don't think it is. I mean, because even with all the revives that we have now, other than his, it's such a low percentage of health that if they manage to scrape by, fine,
give it to him.
Let him.
No, you earned it.
Make that revival actually worth a damn. In my mind.
No, I completely agree. I think that is the most glaring flaw in his kit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things that kind of triggers me a little bit, So,
yeah, but I think that considering that, I would put him. I'm almost more tempted to put him in like
B,
the A. Well, not in the B, but like an A.
A minus.
Not demigod, but like. Yeah, A.
Or maybe just
even.
an A.
That's it. But it's just because he's in Blitz. His damage is terrible.
Yeah.
Which is fine because he's a support. But so you're not.
Isn't Yondu a support too?
Well, the Yondu is a class of his own. But yeah, I mean, it's just. Because he's a support, I understand that he has low damage and everything, but with that comes less of a viability in the arena and Blitz.
Yeah.
And then
he seems more like a raid guy.
Right. But that's the thing is that then whenever you put him in those things that he's kind of naturally drawn to, which is campaigns and raids, where you need that long-term survivability, that's whenever you need him, and then it actually doesn't work out because he can't really make it happen.
All right, you heard us, Fox Next. So hopefully that's something you guys can address relatively swiftly, and that way all the Doctor Strange mains out there can enjoy him to his fullest potential. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I love Doctor Strange. I love him as a character.
As far as a character, he's awesome.
I think Benedict Cumberbatch is killing it.
He is.
That spoiler alert regarding Infinity War. If you're listening to this podcast and you haven't seen Infinity War, shame. If I had a bell, I'd ring it. But yeah, no, that fight sequence between Thanos and Doctor Strange was amazing, dude. It really was.
I mean, Doctor Strange is definitely my favorite character. So, well, I don't know. It's actually probably a toss-up between Doctor Strange and Gambit, but at least currently in the
MCU.
In the MCU,
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that wraps up Doctor Strange. Cool.
Yeah.
So I think we can move on to the question of the day. And okay, so this question we stole it from Reddit because it was such a good question, and I know it's on people's minds, so figured might as well just ask it here. And if you guys provide feedback, then sweet. But yeah, I know I have an answer for this. But let's go ahead and hear your answer, Hebrew. But I guess I should tell the question, right?
Right.
So, what character, if any, would you wail for? So, which character would you drop money until you got it?
Let me think on this one real quick. So you go ahead and go first because sounds like you know yours. I don't really know.
Okay,
mine.
so like I have a serious one and I have a
as
funny
always.
one.
As is tradition, yeah.
So my serious one is Adam Warlock.
Uh-huh.
I would definitely like the fact that he would fulfill Cosmic, Mystic, and I love his character. I think he's super cool. He's just got he's basically the Jesus of Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
And I just love everything about him. And I would definitely drop a pretty penny for that Golden Man. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's a serious one. That one I fear the day that he appears in my in one of those orbs.
That would be cool.
But yeah, Adam Warlock would be my serious one, and my goofy one, which honestly I would probably, depending on how good his kit is, I would probably shell out a lot of money for it. And I don't shell out a lot of money for character specifics. I'll do the $2 micros every now and then. I did drop a lot of money in the beginning, but I haven't spent more than the $5 thing since then. But my other character, the more joking one, would be Howard the Duck. Because I just think it would be hilarious, like seeing Howard the Duck in a blitz team, and then just you get wrecked by Howard. Like it just feel great. So, and he would just be so crass and like just hilarious, like duck in a suit. Like come on.
Actually, going along with that, so this would have to be like way later, whenever they were like almost stretching for different arcs, like versions of characters to bring in from different arcs. But my funny one would probably have to be the Thor Frog. That just because that would be fucking hilarious.
That would be great.
So Thor Frog would definitely be my number one for my funny one. If I'm being serious, like, and I know I've already said this, like, as a character that I want them to bring in, but if, like, God help me the day that Gambit ever shows up. Because if Gambit shows up, like, I'm throwing down whatever's necessary.
He's like, Hebrew's pulling out the credit card.
No, seriously, like, I will throw down whatever I need to probably, I'll try to probably get into top 10% if I need to on that one. Or, not top 10, top 10. Period.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you'd go top 10.
Yeah.
You'd try to hit a couple million there. Okay.
Yeah, I would potentially try to get for top 10.
Wow. Okay.
But I would certainly at least get
Everyone
top
else
10.
would be too, so that'd be...
I think that Gambit he's not like a Doctor Strange coming out or a Cable. Well, Cable surprised me more.
Gambit is a Cable kind of character.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, because Cable wasn't like that big on the Marvel spectrum either. Whenever you look at,
and that's the thing is, I think the fact that they released Cable with Deadpool, I think that made it more of a draw because it was like, okay, not only do the kits intertwine, but we're getting a Deadpool movie with Cable, and
also the fact that he was a blaster probably had a lot to do with
blaster. Yeah. So,
but yeah,
well,
all of those.
Gambit would probably be a blaster.
Yeah, we had talked about that before, and we had thought about him potentially being a blaster.
What do you think? So obviously, Thor Frog would probably be a blaster as well. Since he was a blaster normally, then probably. And then what would Adam Warlock be? I think Adam Warlock would be either a controller or a support.
I don't think that he would be a support. He's too powerful.
You think he'd be a controller? I don't see him being a blaster.
No, I don't see him being a blaster.
I don't see him going fisticuffs.
And I don't see him being a protector or anything either.
But I think he'd be a controller. I think
I'm trying to
see a
character
that was his arc in the comics. Was he's basically like the general, the guy behind all the lines. Directing people and telling them what to do to take down Thanos.
Maybe a controller. I would also say a brawler potentially.
Oh, I don't see Adam being a brawler at all. At all. Like
why not? He's so powerful.
But that's the thing.
He doesn't up in the action.
But he's kind of like a Vision kind of thing where Vision.
Don't
say but
that.
Okay. Oh my god.
Name.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying though. Like he's got more of a ethereal presence, right?
Right.
And I don't think he would even necessarily touch other beings if he didn't have to, kind of thing. Like he feels like a little bit more, like I don't know, a little more, like I said, ethereal. Like he seems. I mean, he's literally like an angel. Like
yeah.
So yeah, I see him being like a master controller kind of thing. Like I totally see him to be.
I see him as a brawler, but
it's okay. You can be wrong. It's fine. So.
You're allowed to have. You're entitled to your own incorrect opinion.
But Howard the Duck, I would say, I think he'd probably be a brawler. Like
what? I think he'd be a support.
You think he'd be a support?
Yeah.
I think he'd be up
what the fuck is he gonna do?
I don't know, like slap people around with his,
I'd say like the best thing he could do is like encouragement from the background. Like he's gonna be doing.
He'd have like a toast, toast with his dirty martini.
Yeah, exactly. Like he'd be whispering words of encouragement.
Words of encouragement. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you think he'd be a support kind of guy?
I think he'd be a support.
Yeah, I can do that. I still think it'd be hilarious seeing the duck attack. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
The Hulk or something.
I think Howard the Duck would be the coolest out of all of those to come. Well, it's also that might actually happen.
Yeah, no.
Thor Frog would probably never happen.
So I kid you not, there are serious talks about Howard the Duck movie. Like,
how are they going to get that to happen? Because it was.
But that's the thing. They've shown him in the last two Guardians.
But it was all right. But Spielberg,
it was quick. But
Spielberg did the first one. Right, the original Howard the Duck movie.
Everyone has a price.
And it was terrible.
Well, but, that's the thing. If you would have said that a movie based on a green alien, an idiot, and a raccoon and a tree were going to be, box office success, then, 10 years ago, you would have been like, you're an idiot.
But then again, also, like, it didn't already have one that failed miserably. And not even, like, failed bad, like, failed miserably.
I'm telling you.
So that's the only thing.
With the way the Marvel cinematic universe is right now, you give Howard the Duck to James Gunn, and he's gonna make magic happen.
I have faith, that they would do something cool with it.
Yeah,
but I just for some reason don't see them greenlighting it. I just don't see them end up greenlighting that project.
Hey,
I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm after everything that's transpired. I'm under the impression of the glass half full kind of guy. Like,
yeah,
like if it can't happen, it probably will happen at this point. Like,
yeah,
because people are, Hollywood's going to see dollar signs and they're going to go after them. So
yeah,
people have only shown likeness to Howard the Duck every time he's done a little cameo in the Guardians. Like people, they look for him.
I remember that being met with confusion more than anything else.
It was confusion, and I think people just kind of.
I think it was more confusion than like excitement or hilarity that I saw. It was just like, huh?
Yeah.
but either way,
I'd wail for him. So
either way, I think that is more likely than Frog Thor.
Yeah,
because that would legitimately have to be like, it's such an obscure arc of his.
You don't know that, okay? You don't know if it's obscure. He can be pivotal.
They did mention it in the movie, so.
Oh no! They mentioned turned him into a snake. Remember?
No. You're confusing the two parts. He was talking about whenever Loki turned into a snake.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Surprised him. He's like, I picked up the snake to admire it, and then he turned back to human form, and then he stabbed me.
He was like,
yeah, and then the other time was whenever they were in the play at the beginning of Thor Ragnarok, and he was like, you remember that time when you turned me into a frog? It was a very funny joke.
That was great.
Yeah.
Great movie. So.
But yeah, so that's just such an obscure arc that I feel like that will never come to light. I am excited at the possibility of them, potentially like the character roster growing so deep
that eventually they're running out of things.
And it would go to something like that. Yeah, because I mean they do have in like Contest of Champions and stuff like that. Like they do have like versions of the same character.
Yeah.
So
well, let's check back 5 years from now, and we'll see if.
I'll see you then.
But yeah, so
I guess that pretty much does it for today, and we are at 48 minutes.
We tried.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start saying 45 and then hope for under. I guess.
Go over,
I don't know how it was that thing at the beginning. I knew.
Yeah, we went on a tangent.
Yeah,
so.
I even said I was like I tried to cut it off once because I was like I know this.
I ended in like a minute after you said it,
but all right, guys. Well, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. And if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about on the next episode, always let us know. And until then, we'll see you guys next time.
All right. See you guys.